There it goes. Alright.
Be still.
We are gathered here today.
Marriage.
Would you like a recap of last session?
Yes, please.
Ellis's low-key killed,
Low-killed.
low-key killed
She low-killed
Caspian.
keyed.
Mm-hmm.
He fell to his death.
He was alive when he left the platform.
I mean, he clearly committed suicide.
Sure.
You've all had your ceremony to be turned into what were your sting blades, I think?
Sting blade.
Something
Yes.
like that.
Swing blades, yes.
Yeah, level 3. Sting blades within the Lord's Alliance. Now,
Also, we all went back to that shop for reasons of we could. Or more accurately, for reasons of it showed up. Ellis now has a collection of floating magic objects.
Eon stones or ion stones, whatever the hell the pronunciation is.
Well, she's got 2 ion stones, and she's also got that floating ball of light that she doesn't need but wanted.
Is that a Grit Glove, I believe?
Yes.
Oscar's got sick strength.
Oscar is the strongest one here.
Yep.
And the most magically well endowed.
Yeah, but we basically know
I
that
don't remember
since-
him getting magical penis enhancements.
Yeah.
Which is what you just implied.
Sorry,
I got the rod of amazement.
Slot.
Magic spot.
Spell spots.
Spend a charge to regain 1
Spell
spot.
splot.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Spot.
What the hell?
Splot.
What were you on? Is the
I
better
don't
question.
know.
Spot.
Splot.
So, unless I'm horribly mistaken, you guys are basically all but wrapped up in Neverwinter.
Yes.
Now, unless there was any last minute things you were doing,
I don't think so.
apparently Robert's arm is dropping off.
Yep, it's been happening.
As I recall, you guys are heading back to Phandalin to
Yes.
kick off yet another party with a whole batch of liquor and the entire town.
And I was about to say, God forbid anyone in that town's not there.
It's Ash's farewell party.
Correct. So,
Even though everybody else is technically leaving, Ash is staying.
Ash gets to sit in place and play mayor, in essence, or lord of a town, anyway.
Lord of Muck.
Lady of a town.
Lady of shithole.
Lady Muck.
There's a
Sure.
thought.
Mayor Muck.
Mayor
Instead of
Muck
Mayor
is now
Tubbs.
trending through the town.
Mayor,
God.
Mayor of Lightning and Muck.
Alrighty, so.
Master of Dyslexia Cavern.
Oh,
Ah, yes, the good old Wave Cho Cave.
Well, because you forgot 1 E.
Oh, because he forgot 1 E.
Robert tried to fix
I
that.
tried to fix it. He didn't like me trying to fix it.
If you didn't like him trying to fix it, you shouldn't have put another E within reasonable distance of.
You should have showed it to someone.
oh.
I don't know, one of your coworkers or something.
Yeah, don't you have coworkers who play?
One or two, but at that point in time, by the time I had finished it, I completely forgot about it later.
I completely forgotten I had coworkers. Oh. Well, okay then.
Where's the monster manual? I think I need to throw you guys an Elder Black Dragon.
Just hit us with a gazebo.
Elder, that's
it's
not
fine.
a thing.
What was that, dear?
Nothing.
What was that?
Nothing.
Do I need to get
Nope.
it?
Oh, she said it wasn't a thing, I believe.
Fine, Ancient Black Dragon.
Fuck you.
I mean, bring it, we'll kick its ass. Remember the last time you gave us an encounter that was intended to kill us and we just sort of like breezed through it?
Fireballed it to death.
And you'd think you'd be better at stuff like that given the amount of time you spent in Selwynvian. You know, the place that nearly killed you every week.
And today on Reaper's Death Count. Anyway, getting back on track. So, was there any last minute things you guys were doing in Neverwinter before you basically go marching back to Phandalin?
Aside from Ellis is having a quick chat with Julie about Julie setting up a bank account for her in Waterdeep, nothing else.
So, basically at this point I know Ka has one, Elysis will have one. The twins have their own bank, basically, to deal with.
They are a bank.
At this point, pretty much, yeah. Reed, was Oscar doing anything like setting up a bank account since these two already have? And I believe it's been tossed around enough that...
I think so. I think because of the mine, yeah.
Okay. So to that end, then, you all have bank accounts. I will make a note to myself. There we go. All right. Now, I do not have Fandolin in front of me because I believe I left the book with you specifically, dear, for town shenanigans. But I believe I have on here. Yeah. By the time you've gotten back to town, it should have been about 31 days past since you've dealt with the caverns and everything else. So, pretty much. Oh, that's my back. So, you have about a few more months minimum before anything starts to happen with the forge that you guys have left mages in charge of to try and resurrect.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've gotten back to town. You guys are strong enough that I'm not even bothering to roll fucking encounters because you will goddamn steamroll it.
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Here, let me toss a single metal bolt in the air and hit everything with metal bolts.
I'm gonna have so much fun figuring out how to fuck with you guys later.
The correct answer is give us things that are immune to fire. That's about the only way you're gonna stop
Yeah.
the shenanigans.
At least from this side of the table?
Yep.
Yes. This side of the table, Oscar just has to hit it a bunch. Anyway, so you make it back to town. I'm going to say amount of time taken. It's early enough in the day that you do have the full day for debauchery and other things.
Yay.
Where
Yay,
are you
debauchery!
Where are you going first?
The house of debauchery.
Temple of Lust.
Praying for romance?
Well, I mean, that is
Trying
kind
to
of
sleep
a part
with
of
the
who
nun?
Alice is. No, trying to,
That's right, I will make you forget your godly vows.
trying to, pray for a wealthy noble to notice how pretty she is that actually has a net worth above her own.
Oh, fuck you, dice!
Okay.
I'll get to that.
Okay.
I need to write myself a note. What the actual ever-loving fucking bullshit.
I think it's something good for you.
I think
I'm
so.
just saying.
Yeah.
I think you just married well.
I'm now no longer concerned about Ellis's long-term financial stability.
So, by praying at the Temple of Lust, because I can't even bother calling it luck anymore, thanks to this group.
It was never the Temple of Luck. It's always been the Temple of
With
Lust.
a really not subtle harbor.
The giant harp strapped to her back.
Hey, are you a harpist?
So, Ellisis gets this strange sense that the vines have an eye on her.
Okay.
Oh no, it's Zonkathun. Fear. Fear for your life. Don't pray to any gods that are listening. It'll rip open holes in the floor and eat people's parents.
The goddess of lust.
Oh god, no, not Calistria.
Hooray,
Not
Calistria!
Well, you did pray
Calistria
at the
always
Temple
ended
of
in
Lust.
goodness. Calistria always ended
Did you
in
guys
good
want to
things.
keep calling it the Temple of Lust instead of luck?
That's fine. I'm just... I'm having PTSD flashbacks to Calistria.
It's not like Calistria ever ended in bad things.
I'll have to figure out shenanigans for you. Oh, shenanigans. Anyway, so we now know lusty gods have their eyes on Sarah. Anyway, where was everyone else going?
Oh, Ash is gonna be going to... Oh god, what was his name? Sildar.
Silver, yeah. Silver the Hedgehog.
So, per the request as I recall from Ash, he is actually out patrolling the town. So,
That's
No,
Elder
wrong
Man.
person.
Sildar?
Sildar!
Lord's Alliance dude,
Silver-
who we now outrank.
Yeah.
Sildar is there. Who am I thinking of then?
Yeah,
Ettermath.
yeah.
That was it.
Ettermath is the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, you're thinking of Mr. Enderman.
Nah.
The
This is
sheriff
what happens
guy.
when apparently
The
I
apple
have
orchard
something for a
dude.
week. What's left of my memory goes straight to shit.
Wait, was he also the apple orchard dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot
He's
he
the
was
one you've been exploding apples.
I've not. He is not the one I've been exploding apples.
It's not like he's reaching up, grabbing the guy's Adam's apple and going, Boom.
Oh,
Excuse me, Mr. Enderman. Pop!
Is it too late to ask for an industrial strength Drano for some reason?
We don't have industrial strength Drano, but I could go get you some Ardbeg.
Oh God, no!
It's pronounced
I have to
aardvark.
sleep with him later.
I mean, you don't
You
have
strictly
to.
have to.
Let him have the yard bag. You'll be happy.
I'm starting to wonder if to deal with this player base. Alright, anyway. So you find Sildar in the inn. Currently just eating breakfast, basically. So, anyway, what are you saying to Sildar first?
That I'm back and I'm taking back over my job.
It's my town, bitch. Get out.
Don't you have better shit to do?
Ouch.
I
And you
out-
say Ellis's is rude.
I outrank you, scrub lord. Get out of my town.
Wow.
No.
Hey, did we ever let Tubbs out of jail?
No.
He's still in jail.
What's it been? 31
Hey,
days.
yeah.
Keys.
And Silver couldn't have gotten out because we had the keys.
So much for due process.
We even we only put Mayor Tubbs in there for like his own
Just
safety.
shoving bread through the bars to feed him. Lose weight, Tubbs.
He's skinnier.
We'll get to that. So Sildar looks up from his meal. And
Uh-huh.
are we going with the snarky
No,
response?
We're not
Because
going
if not,
with
it's going
that
to be,
response.
well, get a little rank and you get snarky.
Just telling him that she's back.
No, I feel like his response would have been, "Oh, hi, Ellis's."
Well, what are you doing back, Alice's? Okay, so, right. You just said that you were. Welcome back. How did it go in Neverwinter?
Splendidly.
Nothing went wrong whatsoever.
You're not there.
I know.
Question. Did you mean to leave Tubbs in the cell?
Oh.
Whoopsie.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah. About that.
Did anybody join? I'm assuming Ash went on her own.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Well,
Ellis's is going to make her way over
I
there
think,
to talk
I think
with
that's
the
probably where
barkeep.
Oscar would have went just on
Alcohol.
general principles. Yeah.
To the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay, then to that end, where is Cinder and where is Ka right now? Just for the sake of where they fucked off to.
I don't know actually. Where would Cinder want to go?
Checking in on progress at Wave Echo Cave.
It's,
That's like
It's
A
still
trip
day's
away.
trip out, yes, but it's like, where are you?
probably at the end.
Okay,
It's not like there are all that many places.
Right.
granted. So with those
It's
four,
either
'cause
that
you're
or the
still praying at
Museum
the
of
Temple of
Muck.
Lust for help. Any reaction from you four? Well, three specifically, in this case, Cinder, Oscar, and Ka. At knowing that Tubbs
Cinder's
is still
just
in the
laughing.
jail cell.
Just
Who's
laughing.
got the key?
it's not like he has to be
Yeah.
let out or
Oh,
anything.
okay. Maybe we should let him out. You got the key, right?
Yeah, I got the key.
At this, so there's just like, he's right where you left him.
Okay,
So
you can
I'm-
wait.
He's been in 31 days. You can wait another.
What's another?
Like, what's another few hours?
So to that end,
I'll go release Tubbs.
okay, so I'm assuming Ash is doing this on her own.
Yes.
So upon entering, you see a much, much thinner Tubbs in the jail cell. Looking a little haggard, beard starting to grow in.
Mhm.
It looks like the heel of a loaf of bread.
Starting to grow. He's been in there 31
31
days and
days.
it's only starting to grow in.
Yes.
Is he not reached
He's been
puberty?
aggressively rubbing his face against the metal bars.
As it turns out, Tubbs hasn't hit puberty
Yeah.
yet.
Tubbs! Tubbs! Getting here anywhere else yet?
She went by herself.
Yeah,
I just
she
like to
did.
remind you.
Where the fuck was I?
Uh-oh.
Tubbs is in the jail cell. Ash is staring at a much thinner, gaunter Tubbs. Right. So, are you letting him out?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Maybe you should leave. He might be feral. Maybe you should leave him in there.
No, I'll let him out. Oh, his cell's probably a mess too.
You can always put him back in if he hasn't kept his cell tidy.
Once the door is open, Tubbs practically runs outside and you hear a loud plop.
Did he just die?
Did he shit in the street?
Did he fall in? No, he fell into a pile of muck to get back to his old state.
Are you sure it was a plop and not a splop?
Considering it's just mud out there, it could go either way. Does Ash go out
Goes
to
to
investigate?
investigate, yes. What the hell?
You just see him lying on his back, practically making a muck angel.
Okay. Alright then.
You did leave him locked
Is
up
that
for-
illegal in your new town? You own this town now. Is
No.
making muck angels against the rules?
I run the town, I don't own the town. I could own the town.
I mean,
Watch,
at this
Tubbs,
point, I
it's not
figure
bad
any of us
yourself.
can own the town. It can't be worth very
Yeah,
much.
so could anyone with 50 copper pieces.
So, now that Tubbs is apparently kind of outside losing his mind, let's see, as far as I know, at least Ka, Cinder, and Oscar are all in the inn.
Mm-hmm.
You're still praying at the Temple of Lust. What's next, I guess, for you guys? Are you...
Isn't there
Talking
supposed
to
to be a
Dublin?
party of some sort?
I mean, it's gonna take
When's
a
our
while.
party?
It's gonna take a while to set up. We're probably gonna have to go talk to that lady at the place with the lions again.
Oh, Lion Shieldcaster, I have her name in here.
What?
You know, the lady that trades with us at market value because we're
Oh,
awesome.
the
Lion,
one trading
Lions
company.
company, something,
Yeah, the
something,
Lion
something.
Shieldcaster.
Lenine.
Thank
Lenine.
you. Yep.
Lenine Greywind, who's one of the only people whose actual name I have written down in my notes.
So, to that end, are you going around the town spreading word, cheer, and getting people riled up for a party?
Yes, though, again, once Elysis is done at the temple, she goes to say hello to the barkeep she sold that book of recipes to.
Dublin, the innkeeper.
Whose wife is
His
female.
wife is female, you know.
Shut up.
Watch, she edits this out later.
It's
like,
just such a surprise. I have to keep commenting on it every time.
Wait.
His wife is female? Yes.
silence.
Yes, it
Fair.
is.
But, you know,
Shouldn't make any assumptions.
she makes the hey, how are you, how are things going, anything you need me to get from the woods or anything like that for you to be able to make more alcohol.
To that, after appropriate greetings and whatnot,
Mhm.
he actually says, no, and I got the first batch already ready of the various recipes.
Excellent.
That seems entirely too quick.
It's been a month.
For beer and other things, if it was wine, I would say yes. But for
It
beer,
depends
less
on
so.
fermentation process.
Besides, you can get grain alcohol at least to, well, rocket fuel status in a fairly short period of time. It's giving it the flavor that takes forever. And this is more beer and hard cider. So, less of an issue.
So in that case, the other thing Elysis decides to do is just take a brief trip out into the woods nearby, and she is going to search for any sort of dragon or lizard eggs.
I believe we've been over that there aren't any
No.
in this area.
You find none.
Aw.
Unless you intend to spend the party time also searching.
Nah, but it's more just a passing curiosity. Hey, I'll give it a quick look just so that I can
Just so
potentially
that I can-
appease Ka.
Just so that I can murder them.
Well, they are favorite enemies, but
It's not Casserole. Here, eat my babies.
it's it's more a case of if she can get like an egg or something for Ka to look after, and then he can raise it, she'll have less of an issue with that than wild dragon be my pet.
I mean, it almost worked.
No, it didn't.
Oh, good God. So, general merriment, rabble rousing, and whatnot. Is that what's on the menu next?
Yes.
Basically.
Well, in because it's, inevitably going to take some time for the party to get put together.
Between talking to Lenine and Toblin and
Yeah.
getting stuff set up, better math, etc. Yep.
In the meantime, as we sort of like congregate at the inn or wherever we end up staying during our time here.
The inn in this case would be your safest bet.
I don't know. Ash probably has a house or something by now.
Out here, not.
No,
Yeah,
she
no.
doesn't have anywhere to
Escape Hub's
live.
old house.
Well, yeah,
You're the
she's
mayor.
got the mayoral estate,
Yeah,
surely.
She's gonna
But
be rebuilding the one manor, I think.
Yeah, that's why I left you the book so you could.
again, just as we happen to be congregated, hey, Oscar, you still have that book?
Which book?
The book.
The charisma one.
The one that.
The one that
That
we
we
followed
gave
all
you.
those ridiculous
With,
instructions for an extremely long period of time?
Yeah, using the whole wish spell to renew it so you could get, I believe it was +4 charisma instead of the +2 that it was supposed to be.
Yeah, we gave that to Oscar.
And you guys
Oh, I
not
guess I
sold
have it. I don't remember.
And you have
but
not
I
sold
must
it
have
as far
I
as
have
I've
no-
got.
No, we didn't.
I still have it, yes.
You mind, let me see that for a second?
Oh, shit.
Certainly.
Oh, shit.
You set a precedent.
You set a precedent.
No, and I remember exactly what I gave him. I was like, oh, I know exactly what you're doing.
Yep. So as it comes out and like gets sat on the table, I'm just gonna like close my eyes, put my hand on it, take it away, and go, "Who wants to do that thing again?"
Alice's is
yes.
totally game.
Yeah.
And legitimately you can, so you guys get another
Plus
+2
two
on
to
your
charisma.
Woohoo! 21
26.
charisma.
26 charisma.
That's now a +5.
And for the casters that are charisma based, it's rolling in that charisma.
It's another +1 to all of our relevant shit.
Oh god.
So now I'm at 19 for charisma. Does that
He's a
change
very
anything else for
charismatic
me?
dwarf now.
Ash
Yeah,
is a lot more
your
pretty,
bonus is
too.
going to go up to a +4 on charisma.
19 charisma.
Consider it a parting gift, Ash. I know you've had some trouble with diplomacy in the past, so I figured one more go couldn't hurt.
Thank you.
What is Ash up to now?
Huh?
What is Ash up to now on her charisma?
19.
Still less than Alice's.
Well,
Hey,
duh.
you're as charismatic as a dwarf.
Thanks.
Well,
Thanks for that.
there's a quote for the night. Now it's charismatic as a dwarf.
It's just 26
Where's
charisma.
26 charisma.
Where's my quotes section?
Now,
Maybe-
if I remember the book
you know,
right,
I
you
know-
have to spend a week doing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
shenanigans.
That's what I wanted to do while we were setting up for the party. I know we talked about, maybe getting rid of this book at some point, but maybe we should hold on to it. Just in case.
How
Yeah.
you guys have been getting fucking wishes and other things thanks to my dice.
You're the DM. You have ultimate say. You
Yeah.
just keep giving it to us.
Just keep giving us more wishes.
Yeah, we should keep the book.
It's still Oscar's.
Yeah, I've got it. I'll
Oscar
keep-
still owns it.
I said we.
Yeah, I've grown attached to the book. So much so that sometimes I forget I even have it.
Okay. For my reference, because I do want to start keeping track of time very closely here, you would spend the full week in town, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure. Yep.
So I'm just going to write a quick note in here of it's a full 10 day for the week, so plus 10 days. So, okay.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of that.
Book is too many stuff.
So, you spend the day, again, rabble, rousing, carousing, everything else, until evening comes.
And morning follows the first
The
day.
first day.
Basically, between Lenine and everyone else, they've got a proper setup in the orchard this time. Tables.
What is that book? I gotta pick a book that I have.
I don't actually know what it's called.
I don't think it was ever given a name. It was just you have a book that lets you increase your charisma.
Well, it's
if
an
you do the
actual
thing.
item. I just don't know what it's called.
I don't think we were ever told. We were just told we
Yeah, I
have
don't
a
think
book
we were
that.
told. I think it was, here's a book that if you read it gets +2 to charisma.
I probably mentioned the name at some point, but
I don't think so. It would
I'm
be
not
great
bothering
if
to
you
go
did.
track the
That,
damn
no,
thing
that's
down.
fine. Go ahead.
As long as you know it's a book of charisma and it takes about a century before You can use it again unless you wish it.
I mean,
That's all right.
on
We're good.
on average, it seems to take about like half
3
a month.
weeks. Yep.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks.
On average, it seems to take about half a month for us to use it again. Frankly.
Anyway,
Okay.
so full spread, everything from various wines and such that Edderman and others have kept on hand, all the way through to all the experimental batches that were promised. There's food. There's.
Does anyone agree to give Ellis's fireworks?
You mean the fireworks you purchased back in Neverwinter?
No. Does anyone agree to give her more fireworks? She doesn't have any anymore.
Nobody even has fireworks.
Boo!
They just put them nowhere.
I find that hard to believe. She could have totally gotten more out of what's her face.
Yeah,
There should be
Ordered them
some
in
Out of
roads
advance.
Leonine
being
or
built by
whatever.
now.
I mean,
Let's see.
Yeah, there are 2 traders.
Fucking hell. So yes, you can get fireworks.
woohoo! Firework display courtesy of Ella Sis.
Yay! Ooh. Ah.
So, unless Alice is setting them off right then, I would assume you're waiting until it gets a little darker.
Yeah, she's waiting until prime firework time.
So to that end, does the party have anything to say to kick off said party? Festivities?
Welcome everybody. Let's drink.
Fair
Good
enough.
At this, you hear a cheer.
Everybody wish the rest of us goodbye. You guys get to keep Ash. Aren't you lucky?
All hail Queen Ash,
Just don't
Not a queen.
monarch of poop.
just don't let her be diplomatic. That usually doesn't go well.
I shit you not, I rolled a 69%. About 70% of the crowd breaks out laughing at Queen of Poop.
Monarch of poop.
Monarch of Poop. My apologies.
Mayor of Muck.
I think Mucksville sounds better.
And apparently 99% of them agree.
Yay!
Hey!
Okay.
So they are just plain dying laughing as they start shambling toward the various drinks and whatnot.
Hooray for having groups of entertainers.
So, for those of you trying the various experimental liquors, and again, this covers in different flavors of beer and hard cider and whatnot, the recipes were well worth the money spent. These are perhaps some of the best drinks that you have had.
Oh, they give us permanent stat boosts.
No.
You're saying.
No. Just no.
Oh, my constitution goes up by 4, you say.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry.
Let's do that again.
Did we just get another +4 bonus to our charisma? That's
No.
amazing.
You get a temporary +2 to your charisma for drunken shenanigans.
Temporary wearing off indefinitely?
Do we have any more wish?
No,
No,
we
we're
don't.
Not
We
yet.
burned through all of the wish.
And God knows when we get more of it, we're just gonna use it on
More
that
Deck of
devil.
many things.
More charisma and attack of
You know what? To that end, as night approaches, and obviously Alice is setting off fireworks, Reed, how drunk is Oscar at this point?
I don't know, that's a constitution save, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he can probably hold his own. He's
He's also a lifelong dwarf. He knows how to moderate, I'm sure.
he's not dead drunk. No.
Is he drunk enough to consider messing with the deck of many things?
No.
Okay.
No.
We used it that one time. We're just not going to touch it anymore.
Well,
Well,
you know,
the problem
Oscar-
is we all know how dangerous it is.
Yeah.
Except Oscar.
No, Oscar
No, he
was
was
full.
informed,
yeah.
That's
He was.
why he's just keeping that.
It was like, we got incredibly lucky that nothing went seriously wrong. We should probably not
Not
do
play
this
with
except
it.
for
I
in
think-
emergencies.
Yeah, Oscar's thoughts are, that would only be pulled out in a dire circumstance where there was absolutely nothing to lose by using it.
Like, oh shit, everybody's gonna
Yeah.
die. I pull a card from the deck.
Right,
Proceed
exactly.
to get the Reaper.
Hey, at that point, it doesn't matter if we're
Yeah,
gonna die
that's,
anyway.
That's why I
Yeah.
said, he's thinking that would be something to use in some catastrophic kind of circumstance.
Or, oh shit, someone just died, maybe the deck can undo it.
Maybe. Or kill more.
Or kill more of us. You know, it is what it is.
Alrighty, so the revelry continues through the night. Everybody roll me Constitution.
11.
14 for Cinder.
Constitution saves up here.
Constitution save.
It's a +9 for you.
A 19 for Ash.
16.
10.
Okay, the only ones without hangovers right now are Ash and Oscar.
Okay.
Yay for dwarves.
Again, Ash knows to moderate herself.
Yep.
Moderation's not Alice's thing.
No.
Oh, shush, Alice.
Alright, so after a lovely drunken wild night, and there goes one of my dice. Like I said, all the two of you wake up with hangovers. So, charisma-wise, you're not going to be at your best. Temporary -2.
Oscar is. He's not drunk. We're hungover.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
So Ash and Oscar are perfectly fine.
Cool.
It's still a +4
In that case,
modifier.
we're just gonna chill in town until the effects
Effects
wear
wear
off.
off.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not-
look how easy that was.
So unless you have anything else that's going on in terms of stuff you're doing, basically the 10-day goes by without too much of an issue, etc. Obviously, I know you're practicing your charismatic talents, so yes, you get your +2, you fucking crazy people, from the book.
I love that book.
It's a good book. Might be my favorite book I've ever read.
Now, towards the end of the 10-day, as there are, still travelers working their way through town, you start hearing rumors around town about a delegation from Mirabar. If I'm still pronouncing names right.
Mirabar.
Mirror Force, gotcha.
Now, let me just flip this open to the map so that you guys at least can see the general layout of what you're dealing with. Here we go. So, for the sake of, and if all goes well, I'm hoping to get photocopies of this to make life easier for all of you. So Phandalin, unless I'm horribly mistaken, since that's Connieberry, is basically off here somewhere.
Okay.
Sort of actually grabbing the map.
Sure.
Mirabar, if I remember right, is, once that's toward the south. I can read it upside down.
I'm trying to read it sideways, and that's
So am
actually
I.
even more difficult than reading it upside
Well,
down.
that's Golden
Where are you,
Fields. I
Mirabar?
think Mirabar is to the north of Golden Fields somewhere. So
It's in the middle of the map.
Oh yeah, Gilman.
By the river?
I'm not seeing it along the river. That's Yarder.
Yeah. For whatever reason,
Well, I can't read it at all from over here, so.
Welcome to Miragor, the town that the time forgot.
Pretty much.
It straight up doesn't appear to be on here.
Yeah.
Which is odd because I'm pretty sure it should be.
What's Westbridge?
Yeah, there is no mirror bar on
Yeah,
there.
it's not on this map, Adam.
You got the wrong map.
I think this might be the wrong map, friend.
Well, it's the overall region, but anyway. So, you start hearing rumors that the delegation from Mirabar hasn't arrived at their location. Give me a second. 'Cause Lord knows I can't let anything.
Well, they must have arrived at their location. It's where they are. They can't have not arrived at their location.
Arrived at their destination.
Destination.
There you go. That's better.
Why did I agree to be a freaking like?
Actually, it was
Well,
your
I
idea.
don't
I
seem to
know.
recall
It
you
was
agreeing to
actually
be a
your
friggin'
idea.
What even is
You
a-
went, I want to try doing it,
Yeah.
and now you're there.
Why I decided I have absolutely no goddamn clue.
Because you hate yourself.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because
that's pretty
you
accurate.
failed to consider
I
the
asked
punishment
you, are you
that-
certain?
And I did say.
DMing for this group's a fucking pain in the ass.
Listen,
Matt. At least Trey's not here.
At least we don't have a snake egg that we're carting around and worshipping as a god, okay?
Or we don't have Tegan with her shenanigans.
God, I'm having
I've decided I hate my character. Fuck it, I'm stealing from everybody. Death to your character.
Yeah.
And you don't have Trey or Sarah Page.
You need to think before you speak.
You need to think before you speak.
You need to think before you speak. Ah! Alright, death for Trey.
Oh, great. Your best, your good intentions just prompted a character to attempt suicide.
The only downside was it didn't work.
Here it is. I knew that. I put
He's
the
screaming
destination
every
list.
language I know. Are you certain?
So, the delegation
Yes!
was traveling overland, actually from Mirabar to Waterdeep. That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
So they were eventually heading toward that.
Oh, didn't we just come from there?
No,
we
we
were
came
in
from
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter.
Sorry, I always get those two confused.
Well, it doesn't help that at least one of the characters normally goes to Waterdeep anyway. So you're starting to hear rumors of a delegation going missing. Now,
Can't we just let Julie deal with it?
Julie is actually up in Fireshire right now.
I don't know that.
Yeah, she went there instead of back to Waterdeep right away anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but presumably most of us don't know that.
Ash and Cinder do.
Yeah, they do.
there we go. No, actually, I'm just not being stupid. Okay. So,
Can't we just let Ty deal with it?
He's with Julie.
Can't we just let her parents deal with it?
They're in Waterdeep.
Yes, that's the point.
They probably are dealing with it to some extent.
well, the
but-
simple answer is that we have a choice here. We can either actually go into Temple of Elemental Evil, or we can try my improv skills and see where your party ends up.
Well, I mean, we need our books.
Well, yeah.
Because you guys are apparently willing to just wander wherever, so. Now, additionally, for context, at around this time, Gundren and the other rock seekers have actually completed mining out their first batch of minerals. So, an additional bit that comes up is that they do want to get the minerals at least shipped out to at least start getting them sold off to actually get you guys your money properly, other than just raw material.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're looking to see as well if anybody can escort this at least as far as Red Larch. Which, on the map, it's, if you're heading along the Tribor Trail, which, where is my map?
Wasn't there something we were supposed to do there?
What, at the mine? Or?
No, the trail.
We did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're heading east along the trail, basically, you'll pass by Coneyberry, or Coneyberry, however it's pronounced. You'll eventually actually hit the town of Tribor, and it does have a flag as a town. And then further south, you'll be passing Westbridge and actually hit Red Larch. Otherwise, another way of getting to it is the Keldal path, if I'm pronouncing that right. Basically, you'd be looping down toward where Waterdeep is, and then hooking over directly to Red Larch.
Okay.
It should be around a 10 days trip or so. So,
So are we going to accompany our own ore to its destination?
I mean, at least our first shipment, Ellis's could get behind escorting. That's a lot of money.
and again, they just need at least escorted to Red Larch.
She'd be okay with that.
I'm okay
Sure.
with it.
I'm in.
Alright. Then at this point, Ash is left behind. Does anybody have any parting words?
Bye, Ash. Enjoy the quiet.
Have fun ruling
God.
over this pile of shit.
Good
Try-
luck with
try-
Tubbs. Make sure he stays in line. Don't let him get fat again.
Try not to roll around in the muck. We'd like you to still look nice when we come back.
Shut up, Ellisis.
Ellis just comes over, gives Ash a big hug, and then
Go
walks
away.
away. And she murmurs something to Cinder about, you should really consider leaving her that ice dildo.
No, that's Cinder. She's not gonna give that up. Are you kidding
It's for
me?
Cinder.
It never melts. Alright. So,
And she made, when Ash, or when Cinder says no, she's already got a stick up her ass. And just keeps walking away.
Okay.
She likes Ash, but Ash isn't nice to her.
alrighty then. So, put that there. Alright, so, just make sure, because I'm trying to keep track of various odds and ends in my books here. So, the four of you, considering Ash has been left behind, are all agreeing to escort the ore shipment to Red Larch.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay. You don't have to worry about trail rations or anything like that. I know. Shush. And I believe Cinder has it too, if I remember right. So,
It really doesn't matter.
so unless you end up in the Arctic somewhere, and even then I'm sure you would all contrive of some way of saying, there's penguins, right? We'll eat the penguins. Thank God Tegan isn't here, or else she'd probably start screeching.
Well,
Are we in the deep dark? Can we find sentient mushrooms and eat them?
I'd like to eat Pinot, please.
No.
I rolled to eat Pinot.
I rolled to consume Pinot. The campaign that was doomed to fail.
Considering the horrible arrangement,
was
at least from what you had had. So, it is
Don't just put that on us. You were part of that too.
Yes, I was, but I know the formatting for what she was trying to read was atrocious.
The biggest problem was
Cannot
that our
even.
characters just didn't work.
Yeah,
That
all
too.
Our
plot
characters
thing.
just did not gel
That was
together
part
at
of the
all.
other problem.
Alright, so. Give me a second to find the
You
actual
human
description
meatbag
of
do
that
all
one.
the work.
It was a touch too RP heavy in the beginning. Is more the issue too.
That's
For
why
characters
that's
that
why
don't
our-
work.
yeah, that's why our characters not working was the problem.
Alright, so.
That and the evil giant like death monsters that were clearly going to kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so a full 10 days has passed.
Mhm.
Nothing's really happened, especially not with godly fucking heroes escorting a large amount of gold and platinum and whatnot.
Raw ore.
Yeah, no one's going to be fucking with that. So, assuming that you continue along, say, the canal path, going a slightly
Okay.
shorter distance, you run into Red Larch. Now, you guys will be entering from the western end. This is your town.
It looks much less like a shithole than the last time we were in.
Yeah, I like this town much better.
It is. The long road that is running north to south, Red Larch is actually an important stopping point.
Mm-hmm.
So, now, I'll actually need that back long enough to grab a couple of the description things for you. Now, anybody who actually stops to talk to people passing through, like, as you're going along.
Mm-hmm.
So for Red Larch, you do know that besides being an important stop on the long road for about the last couple of centuries, anyone who still remembers knows that it got its name from a distinctive stand of trees that have been long since cut down. It's also a quarry town, so you will actually find a lot more active quarries around there mining out, I believe it was marble for Waterdeep.
That makes sense.
Well, you know, with repair work and everything else. So, to that end, and I actually do have the building numbers on here, so I can actually leave this on the table to help contextually. So, as you guys basically come in from the Canal Path side of things, the team driving the wagon basically says that they are going to rest up at the local inn before making sure they move on to the next part.
Mm-hmm.
And that, at this point, contract's done. Once they've got the ore settled, obviously, first set of payments.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
At which point they'll send it back to Vandalin first, and then from there it would get shipped to wherever you guys need it to be. Like Pancake House or Ash can keep it on purpose in a cellar somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. So,
Ash just puts all the money in the jail cell. Why would she do that?
now I'm gonna wait till Reed obviously comes back.
Mm-hmm.
But because I at least do have the areas marked on here, there is more detailed descriptions in the book than I might need for a minute. But once he comes back, I'd say think about where you guys want to go first.
The end.
No, I'm just gonna pick a location on the map that looks like it would be interesting for Ellis, and she's gonna go there. I don't know where there is, but
Well, at least if you give me a number, I can tell you what it is.
well, 2 is probably the inn, so I'm not going there.
I mean, 21 is the thing that stands out.
21.
The big square.
I'm sorry,
It's
it's
more a
less of
circle.
a square and more of a blob, really.
Mhm.
But
Alright. Well, to avoid having to repeat everything, I'll cover any precincts.
I don't know that that's where I'm going yet. It's just pointing out for Sarah that like that's the one thing that stands out about the town.
I don't know. I kind of like the look of 18 and that little ditch down there.
That I want to say is a watering hole. Because I know this, if memory serves, is a quarry, and I believe 12.
Okay, so she
No,
should
that's
take a
21.
glance at the quarry and then go somewhere else.
Yeah, unless I'm horribly mistaken, I'm pretty sure that is just a watering hole.
2's probably the inn. I'm gonna go to 16.
16. I'm just writing down numbers here for now. So, for context, Reed, since everybody here is just kind of the town, they're kind of picking what interesting place they want to go to.
Yeah, I'm going to 16. I don't know what 16 is, but that's where I'm going. So I'm going there.
So what?
Oh, right, I forgot to turn this down earlier.
What is 21?
So, for context, 21 is actually the market area. As I recall from description, I want to say it is 9 of the 10 days it is empty. On the 10th day, that's when all various farmers and other ones, like from outlying settlements, because this is kind of like a frontier farming area.
So what are the other buildings that we have to choose from as far as?
You got
description,
numbers
or-
basically.
Yeah, I picked a
Right.
number.
I was going to say, if you tell me a number,
Oh.
I can tell you, because I actually have at least what it is written here.
What are my numbers?
1 through
I believe
22.
it's
I'm gonna go to 13.
13.
Oh, we're going to buildings really close to each other then.
Right, so that was 21. To answer the question, number 2 is the swinging sword, which is your inn.
Okay, I was right. Choose the end.
16
Well, that's where Cinder's
is
going.
Whaler. Yeah.
Whaler Black.
Waelvur. I want to say it's Welver. It's a wagon workshop. So
Oh,
actually,
that's
the creation
boring.
of wagons. 13 is Ironhead Arms.
Oh, you went to a weapons store.
Good job.
Perfect.
Alright, so before I do shenanigans here, Reed, are you sticking with your choice of 13 of where you're going
Yeah.
first?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second to actually write these down so I can keep track of things for people.
Okay, I'm not going to a wagon store. I'm going to whatever 14 is. That's the next one that jumps out at me.
14 is, I believe it's Mandivers, if I'm pronouncing it right, poultry.
So chicken store.
Yes.
Chicken store.
One
Oh,
of 2 in this
boring.
area,
You
actually.
should buy a chicken and name it Rufus.
Robert, were you still checking out 21?
I'm not gonna be heading there. I was just sort of curious as to what it was.
Get Kyle a chicken for a pet.
I can't see Jack.
I won't want a pet chicken.
Yeah,
Kyle-
but
Kyle wants a pet
dragons
dragon.
are probably like dinosaurs, which are related to chickens. Chickens are amount of dinosaurs.
I'll have to roll to see if there's a special chicken then.
Chicken time.
Get a cockatrice.
Yeah, I'd have to actually go find the thing on the monster table. Or just a fire-breathing chicken. We'll call it Sriracha.
Oh my
I
god.
love it.
Maybe Oscar wants a fire breathing chicken named Sriracha.
I mean, if there
Sriracha?
is a
Just
chicken,
met a sauce
if
named
there is a-
Sriracha?
if there is a chicken that breathes fire, Elysis would absolutely buy it for the novelty of it, and she'd offer it to Ka. If Ka didn't want it, she'd give it to Oscar.
何ができる誰が一人だと言った
Name it what options there
Yeah,
are.
it's
Alright.
really
This
that's
is kind of annoying.
Well, you had said, we'll just go anywhere. I'm like, fine.
Well, that is Elysis' approach to
Well,
things.
yeah, but
So,
for everybody
area
else.
1, for any of you that wants to keep track of where the numbers are by pointing.
1.
So for area 1, that's the All Faiths Shrine. 2, correctly surmised, is the Swinging Sword, which is the inn.
It's always the biggest building.
Right across from it, I believe, should be Area 3, which
Mhm.
is the Helmet High Sun. It's basically an eatery and bar. We'll get to that more in a minute if you're curious. Area 4 is Mother Elantha's, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's a boarding house of sorts. Number 5, don't recall where it is on there, is Thalorn's Safe Journeys. And if I remember correctly,
Travel agency?
John, sounds like a place to hire, like, protection or something.
if I remember right, it's one of the 2 wagon working shops. I'll actually double check the description. For Area 6, God, these names are terrible. It's Chanceril's Fine Harness. It's basically another leather working area,
It's a
but
tack shop.
basically, but they actually are getting more into leather armor and other things as well.
Okay.
Number 7, okay, is Helver's, Jesus, Helver Tarnlar Clothier.
Clothing store.
Clothing
Yep.
store. Okay.
Area 8, Lawrence Bakery. Area 9,
Sweet Willows.
Cantor Smithy. Area 10 is Drought Fine Poultry. Area 11 is the Butcher's Shop, run by Jalessa Ornra. Trying to say these names, fucking hell. Area 12, that'll be one of the quarries, I believe, is Dornan Finestone. 13, as Reed is going to, is Ironhead Arms.
Mm-hmm.
14 is the other poultry shop that Sarah's looking at. Halelia's is area 15.
Up here,
Yep.
for some reason.
It's a, for context, dressmaker shop, and actually, if I'm remembering the description right, serves as a bathhouse as well.
Okay.
Area 16 is Whalevers Wagon Works. Area 17, Galeker's. It's a used goods shop. 18, Milico Stoneworks, so another quarry. 19, I believe, as I answered your question, is the Lurith's Tannery.
Yep, another leather place.
20 is storage. 21 is the market.
20,
So that'll be.
in 22.
22 is Valavo's Sundries.
So,
A
general store. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically just a mix of stores, shops, and obviously assorted homes.
I think I'm gonna go check out the thrift store, as it were.
The used one specifically?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be area 17, Gelkers. So that's.
That's what I would know if there wasn't an arm shop.
And then, what's Cinder up to? The inn?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to area 2. Alright. Now, again, as you've been traveling, you've still heard additional rumors covering the Mirabar delegation vanishing without any sort of seeming trace. Now, I will need to steal this to track the odds and ends for you guys. Alright. So I figure keeping the usual pattern starting on my left, so that'll be Elysis and area 14. In case I have anything that I wrote down. Alright. So, physical description for Mandivor's Poultry. This wooden building has grown haphazardly for many years, shooting out in single-story wings and annexes untidily in all directions.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the definition of chaotic expansion. Now, upon entering, the interior looks like a barn or attic with exposed beams and posts. Pens with live chickens fill most of the odd corners and halls of the building, leaving only a narrow aisle down to the back where the Mandivores live. So to you, you can see like a door specifically closed off because it's separated off. Now, if you've been chatting with people along the way to your destination,
Mm-hmm.
you'll know that this is the less impressive of the two, but it is a favorite of the townsfolk, and is run by Minthra, or Minnie, Mandivore, and her 3 grown children. And you can get chicken done any which way you want here. Live, roasted, preserved in oil, pickled livers, eggs, etc.
So Ellis is walks in, and she's just gonna start by taking a look around.
Alright.
That would be a 19.
You see everything in question that I have already described to you.
Mhm.
And in your searches, you're approached by a kindly old woman that you would correctly assume is Minnie. Is there anything I can help you find, dear?
Dragon eggs. Really throw her off.
I mean, that is kind of where Alice's mind is. She's like, you know, perfect world, I'm looking for a dragon egg, but realistically, you don't have those here. I'm hoping to be able to acquire a pet for a friend. He's a touch eccentric, and I was hoping to get something perhaps less common than your average chicken.
She looks at you quizzically and goes, I'm sorry, dear, but I only really deal in chickens. I think I
Okay.
sold the last strange one that I had that, what was it? Was it fire breathed? It was a spicy little shit. I sold that about a month ago to some other passing band.
Do you know where they were headed?
I'm afraid not.
Well, do you know anyone in town who might have a strange animal I could buy?
Well, besides traveling to the various farms, but you'd have to traverse quite a bit,
Mm-hmm.
you could try, as loath as I am to say it, one of the other shop that's here.
Why don't you like them?
They deal in chickens as well.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily have to hate someone that's in the same line of work as you. I mean, there are plenty of other huntsmen, and I don't hate all of them by virtue of their existence. Then again, they're just not as good as me, so I suppose that's really not all that surprising.
Well, if you do want to talk to them, you're going to be looking for drought fine poultry, at which point she does give you instructions and directions on how to get there. Is that where you're off to next? Just so I can keep track?
Yeah, that's where I'll be going next.
Oh, go on, buy a rotisserie chicken or something. Make her feel like she actually feel like...
Buy a chicken leg.
Sure, I buy a chicken leg on my way out.
We'll just count it as a single silver.
Okay.
Now, continuing in
This
order.
expensive chicken leg.
Hey, the townsfolk like it over the other one. So, next up,
Also, she did just send me to her competitor, so she's probably selling
I'm
me
charging
for it.
you.
so next up will be you, Reed. So you went to 13, which is Ironhead Arms. Now, for this one, another one up here, there it is. So you can tell from the front of the shop that while it's nothing spectacular, it's been kept in good condition. And upon entering, you find yourself face to face with a male half-orc. Now, he introduces himself as Fang Ironhead, the owner and proprietor of the store. He looks at you and goes, I haven't seen a dwarf in here in a little while. What are you looking for?
Oscar's not quite sure what to make of the dwarf comment. He's wondering if that was like a little bit of a
Slur.
veiled barb. So he's going to ask, do you have something against dwarves by any chance?
No, I just haven't seen dwarves in my shop hardly ever.
I see. Okay. So tell me, what do you consider your specialty in terms of arms?
Specialty in terms of arms. Now, keep in mind, if you're looking around the shop, you can see he has all manner of various arms, from axes to swords to whatnot.
Mhm.
Well, usually I try and keep an eye out for good pieces I know can handle themselves under anything, so you'd have to tell me, what are you looking for specifically? Like, I can see you have what looks like a nice axe from what I can tell. And a
Well,
few other odds and ends.
I have a number of fine, weapons, and so what I'm wondering is if you have anything that's in any way special.
Now, most of what I get through here is pretty regular, although some have better durability than most, but just on a glance I can tell I don't think I've got anything that's better than what you're carrying.
Let's see. Um, so so the so what kind of trade do you get in here? Who's been coming in? Have you heard any good rumors lately? What have you heard?
Mostly who I get through here tends to be caravan guards, sometimes the odd farmer looking for something a little sharper than their pitchfork.
So anything good in the rumor mill then?
Nothing that they've shared with me. Mostly it's just been the odd merc caravan guard bitching about work and not too much else.
Okay, then I don't think that that there's anything that I need from you today, but thanks for passing the time.
If you need anything, come on back. And just keeping things rolling along. Anywhere you in particular would want to go next?
Oscar would want to see a second-hand store, so he's probably going to wander over there.
Okay, so you're probably heading over to Gallagher's then, so if you head it off quickly enough, you'll probably run into Ka, so I'm going to assume that you both end up there at the same point. So, 17. Okay. So, Sin has gone to the inn.
Yep.
That sounds oddly rhythmic.
Sin to the end.
Sin to the end.
Sitting in the inn. Alright. So, for this one, the swinging sword. Alright, so as you approach, you see that the inn itself is a 3-story stone structure crowned by a steep slate roof that bristles with many chimneys. A signboard juts out over the door hanging from chains. It is a 10-foot long carved wooden scimitar emblazed with a name in red paint on both sides. If you do eventually kind of circle or poke your nose out, windows as you're inside, you can see there is an inn yard with stables and outbuildings behind it. Now, upon stepping in, by the area's rustic standards, the swinging sword is welcoming and luxurious. Let's see, there is, if you were to ask and poke around, each room has a hearth, there's running water due to cisterns on the roof, tapestries, etc.
Oh, cool.
So it is, by those standards,
Pretty nice.
luxurious.
Okay.
Now then, where was I? Okay. Now, one of the waitresses that is running around in here tells you as you come in that their kitchen, unfortunately, is not in the best of shape. So any orders you're putting in will take a little longer as they're getting them from the helm across the street.
Okay.
And this is just waitress carrying on by.
Uh-huh.
So are you looking for food? Looking for lodging? So I know
No.
where you're going.
I'm
here.
at the inn here because rumors.
Okay.
So she's
I'm just making sure I know where you're
listening to
actually
conversations at the inn,
going. Okay.
Eavesdropping.
basically.
Alright. So, let's see. Is that chunk? That handy, and this chunk. Okay. So, most of the rumors you're hearing are still about this missing delegation. It's odd that they haven't shown up because it was, as I recall, a band of dwarves, actually, passing through various areas, eventually ending at Waterdeep. Now, from one of them, here it is, a brother Earden, who was a follower of the god of Lathander, if you're curious there.
No, but okay. Earden?
Eardon.
Dawn. Okay.
Yes. Now, he says he recently came from Belyard by way of Westbridge. And again, we'll flip to the map if anybody wants it. And can confirm that when he was there, he had seen the delegation. When he was in, where was it? He confirmed that the delegation from here was there in Belyard about 10 days ago, when he had been leaving the town.
10 days ago.
Yep.
Okay, 20 days ago.
Right. Now, seeing you sitting by yourself, kind of listening in on things, the proprietress, one Kalesa Urkel, Irkell.
Wait, what?
Steve Urkel.
Ironically, I
Urkel.
think the spelling is about the same, unless I'm...
No,
Okay.
Urkel.
Kaylessa
Urkel.
Urkel. Okay.
Anyway, she's about a 40-ish, looks kind of matronly, the proprietor of the place. Comes by and asks you, how are things going? Are you enjoying the food?
I haven't ordered food.
For being both tired and trying to keep track of 14 people. Anyway, where was I? Right. Comes by and basically checks on you to see how you're doing, in essence.
Okay.
And she starts, talking to you. Just blathering away.
It's my beauty.
26
Again,
charisma.
26 charisma.
26 charisma.
Yeah.
Superhumanly attractive.
Yep. The men are attracted and the women are attracted.
Yep.
Goddamn supernatural prettiness.
Even Ellis is supernaturally pretty at this point.
Yeah, it's now a question of how many admirers do you have?
Well, she's got at least that one.
Yes. The Temple of Lust shall provide.
I think he was referring to the one she asked the net worth of, but...
No, I
No.
was referring to the one. I was referring to the fucking 50 Shades of Grey ass, like, creepy, ridiculously rich guy that's gonna be coming after you.
It was the Temple of Lust you prayed at.
Christian Grey, anyone?
Oh God.
So, in her case, while she doesn't have any new rumors of what's been going on with the Mirabar delegation, she does mention a lot of strange things have been going on. Fog rolling through, strangely hot winds for this time of year. Basically, nothing seems right with the weather. And then,
Well, those people have been mysteriously turning up dead after the fog rolls through with no obvious injuries and...
are you done?
Cloud Giant Castle fell out of the sky.
No, this has
into the-
nothing to do with Cloud Giants, no.
Sorry,
He's
wrong time
referencing
frame.
Yeah.
something.
Anyway, so she further goes on to say that she has to wonder if it's anything to do with some kind of presence out at Lance Rock from some other rumors she had heard before your arrival.
Do with what? At Lance Rock?
Rock. Now, if you're curious, she can give you general directions to where that is.
Okay.
Lance Rock sounds like a porn star.
It actually
Right.
does, doesn't it?
Or somebody really unfamiliar with Arthurian legend that's trying to say Lancelot.
Lance Rock, the guy with the really droopy mustache. That guy.
So, that's pretty much what you're hearing from the inn in terms of rumors and other things.
Strange presence. What about this presence?
What makes it so strange?
Yeah.
Now, she confides that she hasn't really left the town, so she's only basing it off of rumors. But, again, going along with the strange weather patterns, it's just... the rock itself doesn't look like it belongs there whatsoever. Like, nothing about its features would indicate that it's natural to the area. So,
Okay.
she's like... she is willing to, throw
I'm not
50...
saying it is aliens.
basically, is... ironically, that's pretty much exactly it.
saying it's
She's willing to pay anybody that goes to look 50
but
gold.
I am saying that there's no proof that it wasn't.
And is Cinder staying at the inn to secure rooms for the party? Or is she going to wander off elsewhere?
She'll get rooms for the party.
Okay. So I'm just going to note on whether you're just getting rooms. Okay. So, looping over to Robert, which will cover Ka as well. You guys went to Sun.
Yes,
Yes,
because Robert is
obviously.
cop.
Yeah.
Why do I keep
Oscar.
saying that? No, it's Oscar. Fuck my life. I am going to keep this short because if this is how the night's going to go,
Apparently.
then I'm going to at least stop it after you guys get through all the rumor mills and apparently go and see what sleep does.
And I potentially buy a chicken.
Yes, we'll loop back to you soon. So you guys end up at Galkurs. For any curious on spelling, it's Gaelkurs.
Oh, I was expecting Gailcurs.
Anyway, so physical description wise, what you guys see as you're walking up is a seedy looking wooden building that officially it is a used tool and good shop as well as a barber, of all things. It is a barber
Okay.
shop and a used goods shop.
Does that also make him the town mortician? Because I think that used to be a
No,
thing.
dentists. and
Dentist,
barbers
that
and
was
these
right,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, nothing on here about being a dentist, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the odd tool for pulling teeth.
Wow, this is a seedy looking building.
Yeah?
Now,
Where's
if you-
Alice when you need her to see the obvious Zentharum symbol that's going to be on the asshole inside?
Now, if you're looking inside before actually stepping in, you can see, at least a few people in there that are drinking, because apparently it's also the unofficial bar too.
Unofficial bar.
Yeah, it literally says an unofficial second tavern for locals. So there's always a few people in here drinking, most of which tend to be lounging in chairs that are sitting on top of.
Seriously, if
old
this
hair
isn't a strong word
clippings.
for the Z, something's wrong.
So are you guys stepping inside, or are you skeezed out by this seedy looking building?
It's a secondhand shop. It's going to be skeezy. Inwards.
In we go. Besides, I can get a beer.
Besides,
Probably piss water.
Besides, anybody tries to fuck with me, the place is made of wood. I can burn it to the ground.
True. Very true. Now, let me just check if he was there. Yeah, he would be. Okay, good. I want to double check that. So, inside, you guys meet Marlandro, and I'm pronouncing that right.
Marlon
Yeah.
Brando?
Marlandro.
Almost Marlon Brando.
Yes. He is the shopkeep and barber. He looks up at seeing two new people step in, and it's like, friends, are you looking for a haircut? Something in particular? What can I do for you?
Well, I'll start with a beer.
Well, we aren't a tavern officially, but I'm sure I can scare you up something. Now, at this, barring any interjection from Ka, he does go behind his counter and finds a bottle of something.
Possibly beer.
Okay.
We don't know what it is.
What might this be?
Holds up the bottle, what light is in there. It's like, whatever it is brown.
Okay. Open it up. Let's have at it.
For the brave soul, 2 copper. At which point, he cracks the lid on it and hands it to you. Roll me a constitution save.
Which I think,
like
he
bad
gets,
cider.
he gets advantage on because he's a dwarf.
Considering he's drinking and it could very well be poison, yeah.
Oh, well,
Oh,
that's great.
That's actually still a +8.
So was that a 14 from what I'm reading from one of the
Yeah,
dice?
that's
Yeah.
a 14.
Oh yeah, 14.
That's good enough. It is perhaps the most vile beer you have ever tasted. But thankfully, it does not kill you, knock you on your ass, or otherwise poison you. Again, unofficial second tavern.
That was liquid shit.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea in a cup.
Well, he picks the bottle back and was like, pretty sure that's beer at least. Definitely alcohol at least.
I would put 1/2 bottle of brown in your inventory.
Look on the bright side, it's flammable, whatever it is.
Maybe.
So, besides my mystery beer, is there anything else I can help you gentlemen with?
No, just browsing for now.
Alright. Now, obviously, since we are talking about hair clippings, well, you don't hear the usual, snip, snap, snip, snap.
Stip stap.
The clip clop as you would get from on wood, because it's being cushioned by the hair, you can at least feel the boards sag under you as you walk through.
Yeah, but do they stip stop?
This is going on YouTube, and they're all just going to go, the DM's a fucking idiot.
No, they're gonna go that poor DM. All the players are assholes.
Yeah.
Especially if I direct my people towards it, it'll be like, God, Enos being a douche to this guy.
And they'll recognize. Some of them will recognize me from the Star Wars videos, and I wasn't exactly sweet and innocent in those either.
Oh, you just
so.
wanted a pair of pants. That was
Yes!
your only thing, was you just wanted pants.
I didn't want pants. The robes were terrible.
Now, as you two wander through, one of the guys over with the basically good old boys who are drinking is retelling a tale. What?
No,
No, what? Anyway, he's one of the local shepherds of the region, and he's telling these drinking buddies of his that he keeps, like, as he was going along, tending to his flock, he found fresh graves dug up in the Somber Hills.
There's drinking buddies all visible.
Yes.
Okay, just checking. He is a shepherd.
Oh! God damn it, Robert.
That was bad.
I completely missed that.
Shepherd, are all of his friends visible that he's talking to? There we go! Gee, you think you haven't spun a tall tale before?
I was more wondering about your dude's rumor about fresh graves dug.
Yes, he had actually seen freshly dug graves up on Somber Hill. Or hills. In the hills. Fuck. Anyway, they were unmarked, but you can tell from the mounds of earth that is a freshly dug grave. So are you guys breaking into the conversation, just listening, continuing to wander?
So, did you hear anything, see anything unusual before you encountered these graves?
No, I was just tending to my flock. I mean, the weather's been a bit stranger than usual. Hotter at the weirdest times. Just generally weird, but outside those graves, no, I haven't seen anything prior to that. Now, do keep in mind, if you do ask, he can direct you where these graves are. For context. Now, in terms of what you are browsing through, you find everything from rope that looks like it's been double checked, like you can tell it's framed but it's still serviceable, old mining tools, basically anything you can think of that would be in a second-hand shop. All sitting, of course, on top of the ubiquitous hair clippings.
Anything I could think of that would be in a second-hand shop. Anything. I'd like to purchase the Super Nintendo. Left yourself open to that one, buddy.
Yeah, I did. So, you guys still have time in the day to at least visit 2 more places, so I just want to catch where you guys are going. And then we'll move back to you, Sarah.
I know what I'm doing for my third thing too.
I think I'm pretty much just gonna.
Yeah, I'm going to the inn.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call it a day.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are going to the inn. And I figure after this we'll cut it early for the night. Both to let you go to sleep and because apparently I'm having the worst time keeping track of all of you.
Who am I? I don't know who I am anymore.
You're clearly not Ka.
I'm not Ka.
No,
That much is
obviously
clear.
Now let's see, let's see.
Clearly you're Oscar, because this is Ka.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, that's right. I got myself confused.
Alright. You want to go into the poultry shop.
Uh-huh.
Alright. So, for Grouth Fine Poultry, this one is the larger of the 2 poultry shops. And it is ever bustling thanks to the thriving local farming community and the endless appetite of communities along the long road itself. Now, what you can see, besides the fact that it is a 1-story building, is that there always seems to be several wagon loads of skewered, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, capons?
Yes,
C-A-P-O-N-S?
Capons, yes.
I'm assuming small bird or...
That's a chicken.
Okay. And casks of oil, so you can hear the sloshing as they would depart. Now, as for the building itself, it is
Live?
What?
Are they alive in these flasks of oil?
No.
Okay,
They would be oil packed for preservation.
gotcha.
So, where was I? Right. It is a 1-story building that is long, narrow, and otherwise nondescript. However, the name of the business itself, so you can tell it says Drought Fine Poultry, That's painted above the double entry doors. So this is a doorway that is wide enough for a wagon to go through easily. Now inside, because the doors are open, you can easily see feathers drifting through the air. Various cages and casks sit at the street end of the building, so where you'd be approaching from. Where was I? And then further back, you can see brick cooking hearths, as well as long and blood-stained cutting tables and plucking areas. You can also see that the feathers from said plucking areas are heaped in open hand carts, likely to be used for stuffing and other things later.
I don't think feathers make very good stuffing.
Stuffing
Me
pillows and stuff.
Oh.
Here's your turkey and feather
Turkey
stuffing.
and feather stuffing. Oh boy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Nom nom nom.
Good way of getting your fiber.
So as Elysis walks in, she's keeping an eye out for anything
Unusual.
interesting or unusual. That is a 26.
You're definitely going to see if there's anything unusual. And I'll figure that out in a minute. Alright. So, I'll get to what you see in a moment.
Mhm.
As you were wandering, the proprietor and owner, I have a horrible time pronouncing this, Nahelia,
Spell it.
Naheliyah. If you can tell me how to pronounce that properly, great.
Nahelia?
Yeah, Nahelia.
Nahelia. Okay. Drouth, who is a female human colonel, walks over to you, and it's like, greetings, what can I get for you? Or are you looking for something in particular?
Dragon eggs.
Does she go there?
Of course she does, it's Elysis.
Yeah, of course she does. It's Elysis. Dragon eggs.
In a
No,
poultry shop.
you never know. They have wings. They fly.
I would think dragons would technically be classified as poultry.
They have beaks.
they don't.
No, they don't.
Granted, but I do not have any dragon eggs.
Okay, what about really abnormal chickens?
Funny you should mention that.
Got them under the third leg.
Actually, I do need to get the monster manual this time around.
I think Nahelia is gonna be pretty shit at her job because she doesn't realize what she's got is like a gorgon or something. As it turns out, it's actually snake god, and she just thinks it's a chicken.
There's
Glory to the
Cluckers.
snake
There's
god.
Cluckers. He can type out messages.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Adam just kicked the vacuum
Vacuum
cleaner.
cleaner.
That's all.
He just kicked the bucket.
Of course, the answer is 42. Why wouldn't it be?
Obviously, why
Answer
would
to
it
life
be
is
anything?
42.
No, not just life. Life, the universe, and all things.
Yeah.
The meaning of everything.
I don't fucking believe I'm doing this.
What the hell?
Turns out it's an
Sarah's
ancient...
cheating,
it's-
looking over the DM screen.
Turns out it's a
Yes,
black
she
ancient
is.
dragon.
I was just checking to make sure I saw what I thought I saw when he was turning the book in my direction.
Ancient black dragon.
Ah, cockatrice.
I rolled.
Oh my
I
god.
did.
Ah, cockatrice.
It is an unaligned small monstrosity.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah. I will actually read off the proper description for you in a moment.
Okay.
Because the rest of us at least vaguely know what this is.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty accurate to say most are something similar to that in most descriptions.
I mean, I wasn't too far off when I said it was a gorgon.
Yeah, you weren't.
So, she takes you over to a cage that you had noticed earlier with an unusually large egg in it. Strange shape and color.
Macaque!
Though Quaddle would have been nice.
Lawful good, though? Anyway. You people are definitely not lawful good.
I disagree.
I don't even know.
Oscar
Oscar
Is lawful good.
Alright,
What's this?
you know what? Just for that. Nope. Still a cockatrice. So, she's like, I got this in yesterday from one of the farmers farther out.
Mm-hmm.
The farmer is breeding cockatrice.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
The fuck is the matter with
We
this
don't
farmer?
actually want to know the answer. Wait, I do want to roll a knowledge nature to see if I know what this might be in egg.
If I was allowed to finish, I was going to say he found it in his coop, but he doesn't know what it is or where it came from.
That's 14. Probably not good enough.
Doesn't exactly say how rare, but I'm going to assume, at least for this area, it's a bit unusual, so no.
Mm-hmm.
He had some really, really freaky chickens.
Wait a second. What is nature? Nature is intelligence based.
Nature is intelligence based.
Nope, I'm not. Oh no, I am proficient in nature. So that's actually a 16.
That'll be good enough.
Nature is intelligence based.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know exactly what this is.
Yay!
So, where was I? Right, she was saying that she has no idea what it is because it does not look like anything she's dealt with, obviously, in terms of chickens.
Should have been a babby black dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I can't tell you what it is, but this is the only thing I can think of that'd be unusual that I have right now.
Well, I know what it is.
I'm afraid to ask, since you look like you tend to travel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Have you heard of the cockatrice?
Dun dun dun!
No, she is not.
Well,
They
backwater scrub.
can be rather unpleasant to deal with, and those unprepared to handle one might find themselves very quickly in over their head, assuming it doesn't get the better of them. Now, I could take it off your hands. After all, it could potentially do a lot of harm to your business if you happen to have a baby cockatrice running around and causing chaos, and you don't know how to handle it.
I can't even tell you to roll charisma because it's high enough you could take 10 or take 20.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, I'd like to sit here and argue with this person for several hours in order to take a 20. Let me give you a dissertation on cockatrice.
Short version, you see her going a little pale, and it's like, if you want it, take it.
Happily so.
Now, Reed, for you to, just so you know what this asshole is, it is counted as a small monstrosity on a line, so it is neither good nor evil. So, like most standard animals, basically. The physical description is, well, the general description, I should say. The cockatrice looks like a hideous hybrid
Librid.
Library.
of lizard,
Oh, I heard
bird,
library.
and bat. And it is infamous for its ability to turn flesh to stone.
Yep.
These omnivores have a diet that consists of berries, nuts, flowers, and small animals such as mice and frogs. You should keep track of your,
Freya?
yeah.
Freya should be fine.
Freya's not a small animal, it's a fucking phoenix.
Riding on her shoulder, as I recall. It is small enough that it might consider it.
Well, Freya is
A
considered
baby
tiny.
cockatrice that's just hatched from an egg, I don't think it
I'm
can.
also pretty sure Freya is constantly on fire on account of being a phoenix.
I think Freya is considered a small creature.
We'll look at that later. So, anyway.
All I know is she didn't want to fly into the bottomless pit to see if there's anything down there for me.
No, get over
But
it.
a baby
No!
cockatrice is probably going to be a tiny creature, at least for quite some
Fucking
time.
wave chow
It
cave.
doesn't
Nothing
really
went
cover,
right
like,
there.
time frame, but I would assume for a wild animal, it's going to take at least a few months minimum before it would actually hit a proper size where you would
Mm-hmm.
consider it a small monstrosity. Where was I? Right. Will eat various things they can swallow whole. They would be no threat to anything else if not for the fierce and frenzied response to even a hint of danger. A cockatrice flies into the face of any threat, squawking and madly beating its wings as its head darts out to peck. The smallest scratch from a cockatrice's beak can spell doom to its victims. Or to its victim slowly. That is not right. Can spell doom as its victim slowly turns to stone from the injury. Because I can fucking read.
Yeah, we need to cut it early, apparently.
No, it's okay. He's still doing better than I do in my YouTube stuff. It's fine.
Anyway, Robert, because this will be important for you if you're actually keeping it as a pet.
If he doesn't, Ellis is actually going to keep it.
Right.
She's kind of excited
So,
about
for
this.
both of you, it is a CR 1/2, so it is not anything particularly nasty. +3 on its bite attack, as you'd expect, reach 5. 3 damage or a d4 plus 1. The target must succeed on a DC 11 con save. Or, on a failed save, it will begin to turn to stone and is restrained. Apparently, on a success, the effect ends. Well, here it is. On a failure, the creature is petrified for 24 hours.
Mhm.
So it is not a permanent stone thing, it's just you're stoned for a day.
Okay.
So, yes, you now have a cockatrice egg.
Woohoo!
I'm going to write a note to myself here, but I'm figuring if not properly kept warm and such, it will probably have a 50-50 chance of spoiling.
No, she's absolutely gonna hand it off to one of them to keep warm.
Probably him.
Probably him, but because she wants this cockatrice, whether or not he agrees to consider it a shared pet for the two of them, she wants this bird.
Alright, where is my...
Freya can just give notice on whether or not it's too hot or too cold.
Yep.
Okay, so from a nature perspective, since you were examining it, you can roughly assume that it's going to take, since a month in here is still considered 3 10 days, it's going to take somewhere in the range of 2 months, you figure, before it'll hatch.
Okay.
It doesn't really have monster life cycle, so I'm kind of making this shit up as I go. So yes, you have now gotten a cockatrice egg for free.
Yep.
Thankfully, it's an omnivore, so you can feed it practically anything.
Yep. Okay.
You
So
said you had one last place
yes.
you wanted to go, otherwise...
Well, it's not a place. It's just what she's doing
Oh dear.
by virtue of being herself.
Oh dear.
She is looking around town to see if she can spot anyone in any order she recognizes the symbol for.
Okay, if you're poking your nose in to see who's...
Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
Elvis is nosy.
Was I smart and at least wrote down certain things?
Probably.
Probably not. You weren't anticipating that.
Actually, they all have markers for who they belong to, if it's appropriate. So I just need to kind of go through and find what I've got.
Are you implying that, like, some of these people are slaves and that they belong to other people in town? That's not a no for the recording. He didn't deny that.
I really hate you so much sometimes, Robert.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah, I'm so sure.
I got a cockatrice egg for free.
Absolutely this fucking thing. Alright, so, in terms of the All Faith Shrine, you see nothing other than most religious, like the symbols you'd expect. Right now there's one for Tempest and one of Soon, S-U-N-E.
Yep.
So, just standard stuff there.
No. I thought you said soon, as in T-S-U-N.
S-U-N-E is just Soon in pronunciation. Right?
Yeah, but I thought you meant the other soon.
Well, no, I just want to make sure I wasn't...
I was gonna ask if there was also some dere around the place. It's not like I care or anything, Baka.
No.
Wait, Jesus is here?
No, Jesus is not here.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I needed some farming done.
Alright.
Wow.
So the first 6 places, and this covers basically the inn, the fine harness place, nothing thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, right, this was one of them as I recall. And I believe it was here. Yep. So when you get to Helver, the clothier, this will be area 7, you do see a small signet ring for the Lord's Alliance. In this case, on the male, that is Helver. So
Did we outrank him?
Probably.
Probably. We outrank many of the Lord's Alliance.
So again, if you're just poking your head in, you know that at least the clothiers are at least
Knowing her,
sympathetic to
she'd
Lord's
poke her head and
Alliance.
see the ring and go, I outrank you, and then leave.
Yeah, probably. Probably just a quick, hi, you're in the Lord's Alliance. Guess what? I outrank you. And then just walk away.
I can't remember, what was the Zentrum symbol?
It's a snake and a dagger.
Yeah,
I was gonna go with Zorro, but...
you do actually see that particular symbol at Area 8, which is Lauren's Bakery.
The bakery? The bakery.
It's always the quiet ones.
Technically, if you want to double check, Lauren's Bakery Zentering.
Okay.
Don't ask me.
Bakery. Oh my
Runs
god.
a bakery.
Beware of poison.
So we need to burn the bakery to the
So
ground.
I need to tell or Cinder to never eat bread while we are in this town.
Don't trust the
No
bread.
one eat the bread.
Alright.
Because I'm pretty sure we pissed off the Zentharum when we were in,
Why? It's not like we did anything
Neverwinter.
to
We
them.
didn't do anything to them.
No, but we killed someone who was funneling them money.
Well,
But
maybe
they didn't particularly like
Which
themselves.
was stated, so
Yeah.
they're not really that caring in that regard.
It's kind of a thorn out of their side.
Pretty
Pun
much.
intended.
Yes.
So,
Lady Thorndusk. Or Blackthorn, as they called her.
I'm
here we go.
the lady
So,
for which a spell was
When you
renamed.
say Helias. Haeleya. This is the one
Can
for
you spell that again?
Haeleeya.
Hylia?
Or Helios, anyway. In her particular case, I believe, yep, Emerald Enclave. So you actually find a little leaf brooch of sorts.
Do we outrank her?
Probably
No.
not.
We're spring
Wait, who did
wardens.
join? One of you.
Cinder.
Everybody?
And yeah, actually everybody that
in
wasn't.
the current party.
Yeah, everyone but Ash joined the Emerald Enclave.
Oh yeah, so in this case the party.
So I've got my fancy necklace and my earrings by now, right? From the with the green dragon scale.
Yes.
Okay.
That would have been handled, I believe, before you even left Phandalin. Or even if
The
it
first
hadn't-
time.
Right. Or even if it hadn't, it would have been done before afterwards, so. Let's see.
Sweet. So I just point out that my emblem for the Emerald Enclave is nicer than hers.
Making
Wow,
friends.
this is a bit.
Making friends, Elysis.
I mean, she does it a bit more politely than that. Casual conversation. Hey, you're in the Emerald Enclave too. She just sort of gestures.
You know,
to
just
her
outing
necklace.
these people and their alliances. You
Well,
know?
they clearly weren't hiding it very well. If she could just
No,
spot
because
it.
She
the
has the
DM gave her
skill.
stupid ability.
I know, but clearly they're not hiding it very well. That's all I'm saying.
From her perspective, they're not.
I'm almost done in one of the last areas here.
Yeah, from her perspective, no, not that hidden. And she didn't say anything about the person in
In
the
bef-
Zentharum.
In before the shisty guy in the fucking like
It's
in
like
the fucking he's
gauntlet.
like in the Harpers or
Yeah,
some
no,
shit.
he's the Harper.
The last area you go to, which is Valavos Sundries, this is different from where you and
Oh,
Rhea
damn it!
go.
I was really hoping that
Valavos
guy.
Sundry, you do see a small harp pin.
Okay.
I was really hoping the shisty guy would be in the Harpers.
No, watch, she's in the Order of the Gauntlet or whatever.
Now,
The Order of the Stone.
Okay. Well, that takes care of the stuff Elysis wanted to do.
Okay.
alright. So at the inn, you guys obviously are going to spend the day there drinking, carousing, sleeping, whatever.
Performing.
Yeah. So, in terms of bonus XP, because it was mostly just to get you guys here, I figure we'll only go around twice, if that. So. Because I'm obviously still awake, I apparently just can't read to save my fucking life. So, keeping the usual pattern, starting on the left.
Tubbs aggressively rubbing his face against the bars of the cage to shave.
The Tubbs bar shave. Got it. Great.
Congratulations, you're now as charismatic as a dwarf.
That actually made it into my campaigns quote section.
You only have to do one this time.
Forgot Tubbs was even in the cell still.
Nadia. Forgot innocent.
He's not
Man.
innocent.
He didn't kill anyone.
He didn't
Yeah,
do anything.
he didn't commit any crime. He was just shit
So
at his
you
job.
We just
Shoved
put
an
him there
innocent
'cause we
man
didn't
into
like
jail
him.
and left him there for over a month.
Yeah.
Thankfully, someone was feeding him bread and such, so he didn't die.
No, but his cell got filthy pretty quick.
Robert?
Chicken attack!
Okay. Ellis has got a cockatrice egg and didn't have to buy it. she scared the person into giving her a cockatrice egg for free.
And for what it's worth, I did roll. Gave you a minimal chance and you fucking got a cockatrice egg. Don't fucking do
Your
that.
dice
Nah,
love me.
it
that's
should
all.
have been an ancient black dragon egg, just to screw with Erica
It comes out a full-sized ancient black dragon, which is
with a
gross.
vendetta against Cinder for no.
Oscar's
well, reason.
restaurant review, that was liquid shit.
Please tell me you have half a bottle of liquid shit.
A
written in your-
half bottle of brown.
Yeah,
Looking
I'm
for
pretty-
a fire-breathing chicken
I'm
named
pretty sure I left
Sriracha.
that lying on the floor.
My binder is falling apart.
Literally everybody except her sister shitting on Ash as we were leaving.
Oh, my honorable mentions though include #MuckAngel, the mayor of Mucksville, a half bottle of brown, and that's it.
Queen Ash, monarch of shit.
Monarch of poop.
Yeah,
Monarch of poop.
Queen Ash, monarch of poop.
Alright. Because it
Which
was...
the town super got behind, despite the fact that I was ripping on them again.
And mayor of Mucksville, they
Mayor
all
of
they were
Mucksville.
99% behind that.
What is another... Oh, right. 10 days in the town.
So we've all gained 10,000 experience.
And are now level
And are
9.
now level 9. 8.
Fuck no.
That would be
You're
level
only
8.
getting 400 experience today.
Pshaw.
400 experience. So,
24.9.
yep, 24.9.
For some reason, I had you guys at 23.
Nope, we were at 24.5.
24.5.
23 even was 2 sessions back.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.